What?
Hey.
What?
I wanted to wait for the
That was my
most...
Markiplier impression. Thank you.
Yeah. What?
What?
Weird Al's a sorcerer. What?
What? That's an inside joke to what we just talked about 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
What a great topic. Okay, so we all saw Age of Ultron, right?
Yay.
This is the Age of Ultron podcast that we're doing.
Yeah, it
Kind
was
of.
good. Very good.
We'll talk about other stuff too, but, you
Perfect
know.
summer movie. Even though it's not summer yet.
Feels like that.
What?
No, it's summer. It's summer here. Believe me.
Well, yeah, because you're in Florida. It's always summer there.
It's hot as hell.
That doesn't count.
I can't go outside right now because it's hot all the time. So, can I just say, okay, did y'all like see it regularly or like in 3D or like what?
Regular.
Regular.
I don't really try to do 3D. It makes my head hurt.
Okay, so I did IMAX 3D.
Oh shit.
Jesus.
And by the way, IMAX 3D, only do it when you want to indulge yourself, because I paid like $16 for tickets
Fucking hell.
for IMAX 3D on opening day.
I believe that.
I would.
Well, I don't
like,
think opening day had anything to do with it. It was still like $16.25, I think.
Yeah,
plus tax.
I think in some places it would have been more.
I went
Yeah.
the day it came out in the afternoon, and nobody was there, and I paid like $9.
Really?
And
That see,
I
our
bought a
theater
whole
was
bunch
like,
of fucking like dollar movie theater snacks at work, so I barely spent any money, and I was happy.
Nice.
yeah, no, I went and filled up on dollar movie theater snacks at Walmart. Like, I must have gotten like 10 boxes of different shit and just loaded up my backpack and hoping, because I'd never been to that theater before. And I was really hoping that they didn't do bag checks, because you know a lot of theaters do bag checks these days.
They do?
Like
Nice,
in
but
bigger cities they do.
They
Good,
have
so
signs
that'd be
at ours
screwed.
that are like, we're allowed to check your bags, but I've never actually seen anybody get their bag checked. And I was fucking rattling, and it's like I was trying to walk very carefully so that my bag didn't rattle too much. I was like, oh, she's got
Yeah.
candy in there.
That's apparently like the biggest sin. But like when I worked at a movie theater for a very short time, I saw people bring shit in all the time, and no one gave a fuck. I think like one time we did. I remember vaguely one time we did bag checks, but like no one got caught for bringing popcorn from home or whatever. Like, I totally get it. Especially, in an IMAX theater.
Yeah.
I guess they jack their prices up at IMAX theaters.
They jacked their
for some
prices
reason.
at a lot of theaters.
No, like for IMAX though. This was an IMAX theater. They were charging $5 for a small drink.
Fuck that.
That's it.
Fuck that.
And like it was like $20 for like a large popcorn or whatever. Like I'm like, what the fuck? Because I mean, when I worked in a movie theater, it was like $3 for a small drink. I'm like, well, that's pretty standard. But like IMAX was like jacking up their prices, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I've not been into IMAX in so long. Anyway, so it was IMAX 3D, and they really upped the 3D glasses game, by the way, if you haven't been to a 3D movie in a long time. Because I actually got 3D glasses that encompassed my entire, like, peripheral vision.
Woo!
And that used to not happen with 3D glasses. They just gave them to you, and they were a piece of shit.
That's
But
Especially
now they're,
if
like,
you already
really
have to
fancy, and
wear
you have to
glasses.
return them. Huh?
Trying to put the regular 3D glasses over your own glasses, the pain in the ass.
would not know.
I've wondered if that would be a problem. I've never had that happen, but I figured it would be. 'Cause
It's pain in the
That
ass.
So, one of the best things about seeing that particular movie, was that you get all the nerdy trailers. I finally saw the Superman versus Batman trailer, by the way, because I'd never seen it before.
I didn't play that.
It was really, like, everyone in the theater was like, oh.
I can't remember if I saw
I'm
it.
here to see a fucking Marvel movie. And I have to get this DC bullshit. And it was really stupid. Like, I'm sorry if you're, like, a DC fan. But, like,
Not in the
that trailer
movies.
was so fucking serious, it was funny to me. Like, it was too
Super
fucking
serial,
serious.
guys.
And, people are complaining now about, like, Joss Whedon shouldn't be writing Avengers. It's, Avengers 2 is the same formula as the first one, jokes and shit and one-liners. And I'm like, well, at least it's not DC where a guy in a bat suit has to be gritty all the time, and we can't get like a fun Batman movie anymore, or a fun Superman movie.
You should really get like just take Bruce Timm and be like, write us a good DC movie, please.
Like I appreciate I appreciate Zack Snyder's like his like art style, and like he obviously likes Superman and Batman. Like he's obviously a fan of doing these and making these, and I appreciate that, but like come on, like I like his directorial, like I like the way he shoots things, I like his cinematic style, but that's about like the only reason I would see that movie, honestly, because it's just, I saw the trailer and I'm like, it's so serious, like it's too serious that I can't take it seriously. It's like that where it's like this circle where it comes all the way back around to where it's like, it's too serious, therefore it makes me laugh. You know? Because it's a guy in a bat suit, and then another guy that flies.
Why do
like, come on.
all these serious movies? Well, no, but why? Why is like Marvel having all the fun and DC's like, no, he's
I don't know, because
the
The Dark Knight
Because,
was popular.
Probably because of The Dark
Knight.
Knight
Was like super serious and gritty, and then everyone saw it, and it is a great movie. I love The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight's a fucking fantastic movie.
Blech.
But most of it had to do with
Of
it had to do with Heath Ledger, I think. Most of that had to do with him in that movie.
They shouldn't keep using the same style over and over and over and over again, because it's like,
yeah, because people get tired
not
of it.
Everything has to be all gritty and depressing. No one likes
If people keep going to see it, they're going to keep fucking making it. It's like, why does Michael Bay still make movies? Because people fucking go see them.
Yeah, no matter how bad they are, people will go see Michael Bay movies. No matter how bad Man of Steel may have been, I don't know, because I haven't seen Man of Steel. I've seen a little bit of Man of Steel, actually. I've seen a tiny little bit, because they'll show it on HBO.
I've just heard everybody lose their shit about it.
Yeah, no matter how much people will say Man of Steel sucks, it's still got a shit ton of money. Because all the fanboys went and saw it, hoping that they were going to get a good movie, and then apparently they didn't. I don't know.
The people I
I'm
know
not,
that
that's
watched
not
it
into
liked
DC.
it,
DC's
but
a little more hard for me to follow. Comic books in general are a
I
little hard
love
for me to follow.
DC. I love both Marvel and DC. My main DC focus has always been the Bruce Timm animated universe. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. No, suppressed it. Okay. But, yeah, my main DC exposure has been the Bruce Timm animated stuff, and it's always been fucking amazing, and that's the kind of shit that I want my DC to be like, and then they come out with The Dark Knight and shit, and it's just like, oh my god, I'm so gritty. And I'm just like, it's okay, Batman, to not be constipated all the time.
No,
it's just,
I have to be angry all the time.
yeah. Well,
There's so much rage.
Where is he?
Where are the other drugs?
I don't know, man. Tell me. Did I ever tell you guys that, like, when I saw The Dark Knight, I think one of the times when I saw The Dark Knight, I think I pissed the person next to me off because I was giggling so much whenever Christian Bale was talking, just being like, where are they? I can't take it seriously. It's too...
Yeah, it's that circle where it's like, it's too serious, and therefore it's ridiculous.
Also,
That's how I felt watching the Superman Batman thing. It's like, I can't watch this, because I'll laugh, and I'm not going to take it seriously, because they really, really want me to.
They just need to take their heads out of their asses, and then...
No, it's like, when a movie really wants you to take it seriously. And that's what Zack Snyder's really good at.
Sometimes, yeah.
Because he really wanted people to take, like, 300 really seriously, and 300's not a serious movie.
super serious, you guys.
Yeah.
Super serial, guys. All these.
Watchmen was supposed to be a serious movie, and I do like Watchmen.
It had its moment.
A lot, honestly. I really do love Watchmen.
I just remember the really, really long sex scene, and I was just kind of like, is this gonna be, you done?
But anyway, so they ended the trailers. It was like Batman, Superman, and what else?
I had Ant-Man in mind.
Yeah, the new James Bond one.
I think I'm gonna see Ant-Man. It looks fun.
Yeah, I'll see Ant-Man too.
Yeah.
Mainly because I think Ant-Man's gonna have emphasis on the Avengers storyline, so I might as well go ahead and watch it because he's supposed to be in Civil War. Paul Rudd is.
Oh, he is? Cool.
Yeah. That's what I've heard. That's what I've read about their contracts and stuff. And we'll get into that in a second. But I think it was the new James Bond movie and the new Mission Impossible movie.
Which looks stupid as shit.
They're making another one? Oh,
Mission Impossible or James Bond?
I don't even remember if I saw the James Bond one, but the Mission Impossible one looks stupid. My sister and I pretty much spent a good portion of the trailers going, well, this looks fucking stupid. We had Jurassic World, and my sister...
Jurassic World! Okay, that's what I was going to talk about, because they ended the normal previews, and I'm like... They ended the normal previews, and I'm like, oh, I guess they're not going to show Star Wars. And then they said, put on your 3D glasses, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess they're still not going to show Star Wars and start the movie. And then a big old Lucasfilms comes up, and I'm like, oh. And they showed the Force Awakens trailer in 3D, and it was so good. And then they showed the Jurassic World trailer in 3D, and it was so good. And I actually would want to see Jurassic World in 3D because it looks fucking amazing in 3D.
I want to see it just because of the comments my sister made during the trailer. Like, she's a huge science nerd, so, like... First of all, raptors,
everything is scientifically inaccurate.
Yeah, raptors shouldn't wear their feathers. Also, they're probably, I think she said they were supposed to be about the size of turkeys. So, there's that. And I'm just like, this would be hilarious if they made it scientifically accurate. Like, oh no, here comes a raptor.
Look out!
But I just want to see it with her because her rage amuses me.
No, because they had all the dinosaurs in 3D, and
but
it was awesome. It's awesome.
I know Joe's like really. I think Joe's like really pumped to go see Jurassic World. I don't know if he wants to see it in 3D or not. I guess we'll have to wait and find out.
I have to go and watch Jurassic Park again because I haven't seen it in so many years.
The ad service. If this is the same like universe as the Jurassic thing, didn't they hear about what happened at the theme park? Why were there so many people there? Like, don't you know what happened the last time? I think in this movie,
from what I've heard about this movie, also they're completely ignoring 3 and Lost World.
Yeah, but that still means 1 happened.
They're just going by 1 and 2.
There was a Jurassic theme park. Dinosaurs escaped, motherfuckers died, and yet they still turned it into an even bigger one with even more people. Now actual
Dude, there's more technology, and the raptors can be trained. Apparently,
it's a bad idea.
Yeah,
who's that?
I do love that. I do love that it's a bad idea.
God, Heather, what's the worst that could happen?
Oh, death. Lots of death.
My mom actually told me... My mom told me that she actually... Because in the 90s, around 1992 and 1993, Jurassic Park was like a huge deal. Because this had come around, and it was like nothing anyone had ever seen before. And so she actually went to go see it while she was pregnant with me. It was like opening week or something, and she went to go see it while she was pregnant with me, and she was like, it was so cool, like, dinosaurs, no one had ever seen this shit before, and because the CG still really holds up even to this day, and that's really rare for a movie that came out, like, almost 20 years ago now. Well, yeah, it would be
20.
Yeah, it would be 20 years, or no, 20 or 21, because I'm 21, and then if that came out the same year I was born.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, so if you can see it in an IMAX and you're interested in seeing those trailers in 3D, by the way, the Force Awakens trailers. What?
And you're not enraged by scientific inaccuracy.
No, mainly because the Force Awakens trailer was really cool in 3D.
Oh,
It was like super cool. And so if you're like a humongous Star Wars nerd and want to see that trailer in 3D, see it in IMAX 3D because it looks really good. And that might actually, it probably got me into like, it's probably going to get me to see it in 3D, honestly. So anyway, and then the movie started and my mind was blown and then it ended and I was really happy.
And I was
like, about everything.
They cut Loki's scene and it made me sad.
Yeah, apparently I could have seen where they would have fit him in when Thor was having that. We're getting into spoilers now, by the way. If you've not seen Age of Ultron, don't watch this podcast.
Wait, that's what I thought. I thought that maybe that's what was cut. It was like he was cut from the Vision scene because the Vision stuff made no sense.
That did not make sense.
It doesn't make sense in context because I think it is foreshadowing for Ragnarok. Where he's in that pool and seeing
I thought you were just, well, you have to focus on, like, we're talking about the visions given by Scarlet Witch, not the actual character, right?
Yeah, we have to be clear now.
The vision stuff didn't make sense. I was like, what?
No, Thor had vision, not Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, it's hallucination. But I thought it was more implying that, like, because I guess you could say that it was because he left to Earth that they're saying that, you know, everything went to shit because he left. And then you factor in that Loki is, you know, pretending to be Odin, so everything went to shit further. So it's just supposed to be their thing.
Yeah, it's allegedly Asgard's going to shit.
Yeah, so it's...
I mean, I'm sure we're going to see it go to shit in Ragnarok. I'm sure that's going to happen, because Loki's just going to fuck everything up, because he's a little shit.
I didn't like...
He's not even in this movie, and he's fucking everything up, because it's his spear that's fucking everything up. Shithead.
I didn't like how they handled, like, Thor stuff, because it's like, you know, Scarlet Witch messes with their head, and he gets all, like, I have to go have a vision quest. And then it, like, cuts out of nowhere to him in, like, a cave, and he's all shirtless. And it's like, you know they only shot it that way because he could have another shirtless scene. And then there's just, like, all these vague visions.
Hey, did you complain about it?
I am now.
Did you complain about it in the movie? No, it's irrelevant.
When that started, I was like, there it is. There's the obligatory.
That's what I was talking about. It's like, oh, there it is. Okay, I understand the context now. There's a lot that Thor did not get to do in this movie because there's a lot of foreshadowing for Thor Ragnarok and Infinity War in this movie. Yeah. So he's going to have a lot more to do. He just didn't have a ton to do in this movie, but that's okay.
I just handled better, that's all. But everything else was okay.
I do love, talking about... I will talk about the scenes that made the theater, go crazy, and where I was anyway. Speaking of Thor, that scene kind of near the end where Vision just picks up the hammer out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and the whole theater just went, oh shit! People started clapping at that, and then Thor's fucking face was like, what's happening?
No, Thor was more like, well, see,
he's fucking worthy.
I trust him now, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I saw a great, picture on Facebook a while after I saw the movie. It was I think it was Iron Man or somebody was walking past a window and then the window or mirror shattered. And he looked over. It was the hammer was in the window and he looked over and Vision's pointing at Thor and Thor's pointing at Visions. It wasn't me. What'd you guys think of Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch?
Okay.
I love them.
I love them. I love them, and I'm gonna admit something right now. I got Quicksilver dying. I got that spoiled for me.
I didn't. But I saw it coming.
I forgot someone was gonna die. Actually,
he was not. He was not my number. I had heard someone was gonna die in Avengers. I had heard that for a fact, and I'm like, okay. Number one on my list was Paul Bettany Vision. Number one on my list for some reason, I thought he is done for. He is gone. And then Quicksilver was number 3. I had a list of people who were gonna die. It was Vision, someone else, I don't remember.
I think everybody just thought it was gonna be Hawkeye, but it's oh no wait, he's got he's got 3 kids and he's married to
Hawkeye.
They were very obviously making it foreshadowing to make it seem like it was gonna be Hawkeye.
Yeah. Joss Whedon doing his surgery.
Yeah, so it's clear they were trying to think it was going to be Hawkeye, but I knew it wasn't going to be one of the big original Avengers because they're not stupid. They're not going to kill stuff. It's like when they involve Loki in Thor: The Dark World. No, that's not going to, because that's where they're making their money.
Yeah. No, I knew that Loki was not dead in Thor: The Dark World. They made it seem Loki's last scene, no, and I'm he's not dead. I've been through this before.
They could
if they kill him, audiences will riot.
Yeah.
If they could retcon Quicksilver. So,
no, because they tricked people. I think they also tricked people because, all the actors have their contracts for a certain number of movies.
Yeah.
And people can usually well, okay, if Chris Hemsworth is allegedly, from what we're hearing, doing 3 more Marvel movies, it's Thor, Infinity War 1, Infinity War 2, and you can guess. Apparently, Aaron Taylor Johnson has 2 or 3 more movies that he has a contract for, And so people just assumed that he was going to live through Avengers because he was going to do more movies. But apparently he's still signed on to those movies, so I'm guessing he's going to, like, have flashbacks in those movies that he's going to have to film, so that's why he's under contract for those films.
Or he'll just recover from all the bullet wounds somehow. It's like Coulson.
If they don't show him in a morgue, I don't buy that he's actually fucking dead. It's like Coulson. It's like, he seemed pretty fucking dead. Wasn't dead.
I got better.
Yeah.
It's a comic book universe. Anything can happen. I mean,
I feel really sad though, because
Death is a character in the Marvel universe. I mean,
I love that happened, and the whole theater, I swear to God, the whole theater was like, oh just
no.
like, the mood just dropped.
He
I could
was
feel
so
it, like,
cute.
he physically dropped.
Why?
Yeah. Didn't
And he
see
was
that
actually
coming.
useful.
Yeah, he was cool. I really liked him.
Oh, God. I apologize for that.
I do like Scarlet Witch, though, but that's cool that Scarlet Witch is sticking around, because I really like her. I want to see more of that.
Did anyone else find it?
She's super rad.
Did anyone else get kind of a Lannister vibe off them? Because, like, I'd forgotten they were brother and sister. Because every time, like, Scarlet Witch gets hurt or something, he, like, always goes up and crushes her face and is like, "Are you okay?" And he's still, like, passionately holding her. You know?
I think, wasn't there, like, a comic book incesty thing between the two of them?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I could have sworn Linkara did something about that. I haven't read much Marvel, but I'm pretty sure there was a comic Linkara was.
Honestly, with all the universes there are and all the iterations, I wouldn't be surprised if someone did something
There's
like that.
a lot of...
No, I remembered that, but I'm like, no, they're not going to pull a Game of Thrones. I have to remember that they're not going to pull a Game of Thrones in a... Also, speaking of PG-13, favorite joke in the movie was that running gag where Cap was telling people to watch their language. Watch your fucking language. Cap doesn't like that kind of language, you guys.
Yeah, I just looked it up. There is a fucking... They dated each other in the universe.
That's weird.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Glad that didn't happen. No, I got more, to be fair, I got more of a brother-sister vibe from them. Like, it was...
Yeah. They're a lot more...
I liked the relationship.
Than, say, I am with my sister. Usually my signs of affection with my sister is, like, smacking her upside the head. But, you know, we all show affection differently.
So, the big ol' hot topic for this film is, Bruce Banner and Black Widow.
Oh my God! People have to get the fuck over it, okay?
All right, let's go one at a time. Let's go one at a time, okay? Because I have stuff to say too. Georgia, you go first.
Calm down.
It's so silly though. Like, first of all, it wasn't even like a cliche thing. It was like they kind of had some chemistry in the first one. And it's like, it wasn't even anything, like, serious. It's all harmless nothing. And then people just, like, bash the shit out of him. And then, like, they said he was going to leave Twitter, but now he's not. And I don't know what's going on with that. But I just know that people are taking it far too seriously and they need to, like, you know, calm their shit.
Are you talking about Joss Whedon leaving Twitter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Fran posted something on Facebook where he said he left Twitter because he wanted to focus on writing and it's basically a distraction. So if you thought he got off Twitter because people were giving him shit about fucking
That's what I heard at first. So.
Black Widow and Hulk, don't flatter yourself. I'm sure he's gotten worse shit.
No, I'm not trying to flatter myself. I'm just annoyed.
No, I'm talking about the people that were like thinking that they got him off Twitter by bitching about fucking Black Widow and Hulk, not you specifically.
I know, but it is just obnoxious. Though it's like, was it really that awful? What's so wrong with them, like, being together? And plus, if people are gonna bitch about anything in that relationship, to me, I think they should bitch about how, like, Hulk just disappeared. I can't deal with people. I'm gonna take this plane and go to
That's
Fiji.
kind of his MO though. Just fucking
what was
off. It's kind of his MO to just go away because he thinks he can't be around other people.
Yeah, that's what happened in the first Hulk.
Yeah.
That's why he was in wherever he was in the first film.
Kind of his jam.
Yeah.
I guess that's
Kind of just
true.
has to.
I just felt like
get off the radar.
it felt kind of forced, like they just stuck it in there for the sake of having a romance or something, or maybe the execs were like, we got to have these two together or whatever. It just didn't feel natural. It felt kind of forced and rushed to me, but from what I've heard, there's like a really fucking extended cut of the movie. So maybe it's not as cool.
There is a director's cut.
Yeah.
For the
so
movie
maybe
that
it's better in
that may or may not be on the DVD. May or may not.
It should be.
I have heard a rumor.
They're probably gonna have. I feel like they're also gonna have Loki stuff on the DVD because like everyone was so sad about that. I'm like, it's gonna be on the DVD.
They filmed the scene.
It's like you can't have Loki in every fucking Marvel movie just because everybody wants to bang him.
Exactly.
He needs context.
I know what you mean. I mean, I know I said earlier I was bummed out, but I wasn't like, shocked and horrified. I was just like, oh, well, it's not here. I'll see it when it comes out on DVD. Whatever.
Yeah, I, for one, don't get me wrong, love Tom Hiddleston. Love him as Loki. Do not want him in every Marvel film. I'm sorry, fangirls. He cannot be in every single one. The Marvel Universe does not revolve around fucking sexy Loki. Sorry, it doesn't.
So sad.
And Tom Hiddleston does not have enough time in the day.
Yeah, I think he's got other stuff to do.
Anyway, okay, so I have a lot to say about that, about the previous thing.
Go for it.
At first, I saw the trailers, and I'm like, what's going on? I was really skeptical. And then I went in, and I saw the film, and I ended up liking it.
Yeah.
I was totally, I was on board with Romanoff Banner. I was shipping that. I was on board with it. I loved it. And I loved them in the movie. Okay, I think they went into the movie they put you into the movie under the assumption that that they've been bonding for a while. I don't know how much time has passed between 1 and 2 at this stage. I don't know.
Did they say? I can't remember.
They didn't say. I don't think they did.
Okay. Right.
Maybe in a line or two that I missed. I don't know. Maybe there's a timeline that someone can figure out how much time actually passed.
I'm sure there's a
the end of 1 and the beginning of 2.
I'm sure there is.
So they're assuming that that time has passed and they've all bonded together because of how they talk to each other and stuff like that. So I kind of went in assuming that they've been bonding for a while. They've been hanging out with the family, And, then the Banner Romanoff thing started, and I'm like, oh, this must be, a thing that happened while we weren't looking. And I guess that's the case, because people were like, it came out of nowhere, and I'm like, well, I went off the assumption that they had just been together, that this had been happening,
I mean, I could see why you say that. They had, some chemistry in the first one.
Yeah, a little bit. It was there.
Yeah.
I also and they could have gone. What I like is that they could have easily have gone with the Hawkeye Black Widow romance.
Yeah.
Easily could have done that.
That's what everybody was thinking.
But they're just friends. They're just besties. I like that they're besties.
Yeah, I like that they actually
really
have a guy and a male-female friendship that's that close and it's not romantic.
Yeah, that's so rare.
Yes.
And they could have easily done that because I think that happens in some lines of the comics. I'm not sure.
So
I know Hawkeye.
I
know there's Hawkeye and Mockingbird, and she ends up with Mockingbird in most of the comic iterations, but I think there's Hawkeye Black Widow in the comics as well. So they could have just, if they didn't care, they could have easily just done that.
Okay.
So I think it something as kind of out there as Banner and Romanoff that they actually put thought into, it kind of shows that they care, I think.
I think so too. And yeah, you can say, I can see what you were saying earlier when you said it was rushed and stuff like that, but it wasn't that awful, was it? It wasn't awful.
I think it gave them I think especially for Romanoff, I think it gave her a lot of humanity.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking up her character, and I'm like, why is it fucking up her character? I didn't see at any point in the movie where her character was fucked up.
Well, I did when we got to see all of her flashbacks, and then she talked to him about
No, I mean fucked up.
That was really sad.
Fucking up her strong female character, and I'm like, I don't see why she can't be badass and have a romance at the same time. I don't see why those things are
because she has to be single.
Are mutually exclusive. I don't see why there can't be both. Why not both?
She has to be single, or else it won't be sexy when I jerk off to her.
It's like fucking I can kind of see the angle of like, oh, she's a woman, so she has to have a fucking relationship, like she has to go be paired off with one of the guys. I can see the angle of being frustrated with it from that.
Yeah.
And seeing how it felt to me, at least, kind of rushed and kind of just thrown in. Like, they had, I guess, some chemistry, but you could argue that Natasha has chemistry with, like, all of the guys because that's kind of her deal. She's the Black Widow. She's able to get in your head and get you to want to get in her pants. So, like, I can kind of see how there could be an argument for, like, oh, she can't just be there and
I see the argument, I just don't agree with it.
Yeah.
I perfectly see the argument. I just don't agree with it.
I don't know. I like that the first one had like no.
I like that it caused us to see. I like that it caused us to see her backstory. I like that we got to see Bruce Banner in more of a human light.
I love what Mark Ruffalo said when everyone was like being all pissed off.
I love Mark Ruffalo so much in this.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Mark Ruffalo is so good in this movie. I swear to God, everyone's really good.
Mark Ruffalo is so good in life. He's a cutie and he cares about the environment. It's just
he wins at life.
He's super into fracking.
Frozen hearts.
Super hardcore into fracking, by the way. Like, he is a fracking boner. Ruffalo. If you don't know, Mark Ruffalo is like a huge environmentalist.
Yeah. So he's against fracking, is what he's...
Hulk, save trees!
Yeah, pretty much. What did you guys think about Ultron? Like, James Spader as Ultron?
I thought he was
great.
I really liked him. And I think the thing I love about him the most is he broke apart the talking villain rule. And that rule is basically when, like, the bad guy has the good guy cornered. And he can shoot him at any point. But instead he says, like, every single detail about his plot.
The monologue.
But then he was like...
I was just about to talk about my evil plan.
Yeah, and then he shoots them, and I'm like, that's amazing. You're amazing. And you have speakers for cheeks.
What I love when they do, like, fully CG villains and fully mocap villains, is that there are at some points where it kind of, like, breaks off, and you remember, like, oh, that's X actor. I did not at any point remember that was James Spader.
I forgot who
that
he
is Ultron
too.
I did not, like, at any point I'm like, oh, that's James Spader as a CG robot. Like, that didn't cross my mind at any point. He was that good.
I know, like, when we were watching it, I was like, wow, this actor's really good. Who's playing him? And then I remembered. I'm like, oh my god, it's James Spader. Wow, I completely forgot that. He was so good.
And he's really good. And I'm sad that he was a one-movie villain. And I'm sad. Supposedly, maybe.
Yeah, they could rebuild him.
I don't buy any of that. No, he's totally dead for real, we promise.
So, like, Loki's dead for realsies.
Just like Loki is super dead for realsies.
Again,
nobody's
really dead in comic books. But
I know you were saying that, like, you felt that the whole Romanoff Banner romance thing was rushed. I think if anything was rushed, it was Vision. Because, like, he's there, and you're
super cool. I think every scene with him
supposed to just assume you know. They just assume you know who he is, and that's.
I knew nothing about him, and I didn't really have a problem with the way he was introduced.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I don't know.
His scenes with him felt really not rushed because Paul Bettany is like something about him's like really calming.
I love him.
His makeup was phenomenal, by the way.
I know.
That was so freaking good.
I'm pretty sure, like, there wasn't a whole lot of CG used with him. Like, he even said, that's amazing. Yeah, I was having the full fucking face on, and I'm like, that's amazing. Like, makeup people are cool.
I just wanted to point out with Ultron, what I liked about him is, like, all the bad parts of Stark.
Yeah.
With the sass. He's like, that kind of, Stark clearly has his issues with humanity, and like when they put in that line about he doesn't know the difference between saving the world and destroying it, I'm like, Ultron basically is the extreme part of Stark.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's just what Civil War is going to be about, though. And even Chris Evans has went up and said, like, Civil War, like, it's just a build-up toward Infinity War. It's just, like, that's all it is. It's just going to be built up. And I'm like, well, I'll still fucking see
That'll be the first one where I read some of the comics. I read the main storyline of that, but then, of course, they have the branching off ones that I haven't read all of them. But that'll be the first time going into it that I actually have a vague idea of what's going on in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
What else happened in this movie? Oh, lots and lots of Clint Barton. Because
I know.
If you were if you were one of those people
like
who complained about Hawkeye not being in Avengers 1 enough, go see this movie because this is the movie for you.
That's what I feel like. I feel like a part of this movie was just a letter to the Hawkeye fans saying, we're so sorry what we did the last one. We'll make it up to you in this one. How's that?
So super sorry that Hawkeye was brainwashed the whole movie. Here's the sassy Hawkeye that you like, and that's canon, and we'll give him to you in this whole movie.
Family and stuff. Yeah,
that was so cute, man.
It was like a love Hawkeye movie.
Yeah, I was confused at first. I'm like, so is this like a fake family that S.H.I.E.L.D. gave him? Like, at first that's what I thought.
Yeah, have a family.
Yeah.
Because that's what, like witness protection does and shit. Like, look at people fake families. So I thought that was like a S.H.I.E.L.D. thing where it's like, is that a fake family? Or what are we doing here? But that's just, like, a real family. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Everybody's like, what the fuck? And then,
I was really confused.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah. That was really cute. I like that.
I really, and again, giving characters more humanity. They really gave it to Hawkeye, and they really showed, like, what his character is all about. Again, because you did not see a lot of it in Avengers, and again, canonly, he's really sassy and sarcastic and shit. Like, that's him in the comics. So I guess people were kind of thrown off by that a little bit. Cause like,
I was actually, like, before I saw the movie, when I'm at work, I have, like, a lot of free time at work, so I usually just read cracked articles. And they were talking about, like, shit. It was just, like, different superheroes and stuff like that. And then they were kind of talking about how, like, how much of a wimp kind of Hawkeye is. Because he's tried to leave the Avengers 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, they talked about one of the times he tried, he was just so fed up that he just left a note on the, like, it's like, you know, I'm not coming back. Like,
bye!
Yeah.
Bye, assholes.
Yeah. P.S. I'm not picking up milk. You can do it yourself, or something. And I was kind of worried about that for the movie because I'm like, wow, if he is such a pussy, like, I don't know what they're gonna do with the movie.
I do love how in the movie he's like, he knows that, like, he knows, like, he probably doesn't belong here, like, because everyone else is like, oh, Hawkeye's so lame. I don't think Hawkeye's lame, by the way. Fucking, I love archery characters. Like, I don't know if anyone knows that about me. I love characters with bow and arrow. I love characters with bow and arrow. And, and he's, like, really good at it. He's, like, that typical, like, badass movie Legolas archer guy. Like, can hit anything. He don't even have to look, you know? And, he's aware of the craziness around him and how much he does not have superpowers. And he's just like, I just have a bow and arrow. I am here, like, even that one scene where he's talking to Scarlet Witch, like, the city's flying, okay? The city's flying, and giant fucking flying robots are trying to kill us, and I have a bow and arrow, so, you can nut up or shut up, okay?
I have a bow and arrow, and we don't have any money. You're dressed like a strawberry.
What else happened in this movie?
The floating city of doom.
Floating city of doom.
The Russian floating doom where everyone spoke perfect.
Default movie. We're totally in another country that's, conveniently just speaks English with an accent.
Yeah.
I know. Because that's what it was. They were, like, trying to help all these Russian civilians and yelling at them in English, and they understood everything they were saying.
Movie magic, bro.
It
takes fucking money to hire Russian people and subtitles, and that takes
money to hire anybody.
That takes money that Joss Whedon obviously has.
Well, he's not in charge of casting.
Yeah. Also, side note, this is the last Avengers movie that Joss Whedon is actually doing. They're turning it over to the Russo brothers. They're turning it over to the Russo brothers who did Winter Soldier. So I'm happy about that. Because they did a great job with Winter Soldier, because Winter Soldier was a phenomenal movie. If you haven't seen Captain America Winter Soldier, but were disappointed by the first Captain America, Winter Soldier is a movie for you, because Winter Soldier is fucking awesome.
So if Joss Whedon's not doing that stuff, what's he gonna do, I guess?
I don't know. He's going to keep doing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I guess, because that's still going, and that just got renewed for another season, and Agent Carter got renewed for a second season as well, which is awesome. I'm actually catching up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. now. Have not started Agent Carter yet, which I'm going to do, because Agent Carter's...
I saw some of that.
Agent Carter's not that long so far.
I'm much more interested in Agent Carter than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I never started watching Agents
really
of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Weird.
No, I think that's a better choice, Heather.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is getting way better, like, way more awesome. Way less annoying and way more awesome. Ward is still around. So. Ward is still around there, and they're still trying to deal with him, so that's kind of shit, because he's still an asshole. That's about it.
Have you guys
the new Avengers at the end of the movie.
What?
At the end of the movie, when they were like, here's all the new people on the team. Scarlet Witch, I fucking cheered when that Falcon showed up. I'm like, yes! Fucking Falcon! Because he was like one of the best parts of Winter Soldier. Like, I love fucking Falcon so much.
I like that they're making, I like that too. I like that they're making a new Avengers group. But I was like really annoyed because he's about to say like Avengers Assemble. But then the way they cut it, it looked like he sneezed out the credits. Like, it looked like he was about to sneeze, and then it's over. And I'm like...
expect people to know it's Assemble. Like,
well, that was the joke. Stupid. Like, you want to hear it so badly, and then they cut it.
Well, I know it's a joke, but it looked crappy. It looked crappy and kind of unprofessional, so...
Nah, I didn't
so it's Falcon, War Machine, Scarlet Witch, and Vision. Which...
It's like, here's your handful of...
Best team, 10 out of 10.
Avengers. Still no Spider-Man.
Did you actually... I actually did not know about this clip that went viral, like about a couple weeks before Ultron even came out in the States, I think. It was like 2 or 3 weeks before it came out. Someone made a fake end credit scene that looked pretty legit, where it was, I'll have to show you guys.
That sounds awesome.
Because they made it kind of look like it came from a foreign country and someone had filmed it, but they had made a fake post-credit scene that included Spider-Man. And a shit ton of people fell for it. And it turns out, end credit scene, I stayed till the very end of the credits. There's no scene after...
There's not...
After, because it's like...
Actually, we stayed for the end credits that, like, you know, they had the Thanos thing, and then I was like, should we stay? And he was like, no, I kind of read on IMDb, like, people said there was no end scene. I'm like, well, they might not be right.
Yeah, then, I mean, they added the post-credit scene in the first one pretty short notice. So there was no telling what I was going to see at the end of this movie. And so, the Thanos scene after the main, or after the first set of credits with the cool statue that I want to buy. I want to see if they're making that. After that, there's like a scene with Thanos. It's like 10, like not even 10 seconds.
Yeah,
then it goes to the main credits. There's nothing after the main credits. So.
Yeah. I like how it was pretty much like, gotta do this shit myself. All right.
Well, that's what they say.
So hard to find
good
help
help yourself.
I'm finally started paying attention to the Deadpool stuff that's been coming out.
Oh yeah, all that shit.
The on-set stuff, and then I finally watched that video that everybody was talking about ages ago. I didn't have much faith in Ryan Reynolds, but watching that video and the set stuff, I'm actually pretty excited for Deadpool. I love me some Deadpool.
Have you guys seen that picture that started floating around today? His Mother's Day picture?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god. It's insane.
This is, if you want to watch that later. This
like holding his new, like, he just had a baby, so like it's him and his Deadpool showing his baby off, like literally pulling it out of some woman.
Yeah. This is fake, confirmed by Joss Whedon like a week after this came out, but it fooled 3 million people.
Wow. That's a really good
looks super legit, yeah. That fooled a lot of people. That came out on the 19th of April, and that's about 2 weeks before Ultron came out in the States, and people thought that was super real. And then, like, I think like a week or so later, they were doing like a press conference, and someone asked Joss Whedon about it, and Joss Whedon's like, no, that's not. It's fake. I don't know who did that, but it's fake.
Aww.
Oh.
And people were hoping like Joss Whedon had just said that to like, you know, surprise people, like say that it's fake, and then turns out it's not, but it's actually fake. So don't expect to see that at the end of the movie, because that would have just, I probably would have peed myself if that would have happened. But yeah, I actually did not know about that until after I saw the movie. Like, I'm like,
I just saw that Deadpool picture, by the way.
yeah, the Deadpool.
It's hilarious.
I actually can't wait for that movie. That's gonna be a cool movie. I hope he shows up, like, I really hope he shows up, like, somewhere in the Avengers storyline, just somehow. Somewhere.
It would be totally Deadpool style if he just kind of showed up, like, in the background or something and nobody said anything.
If he does, it'll probably be a post-credit scene, and it'll be like that, Heather. He'll probably be in the background of something.
It'll be like a funny, it'll be like a weird one, like...
waving at the camera.
No,
you know how often he breaks the fourth wall? It's just like him waving at the audience, and the Avengers aren't paying attention.
Can I just say, speaking of post-credit
go back
scene...
and get shawarma, and he'll walk in the background and get, like, fries or something.
Speaking of post-credit scene, because I still haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy, but I found out what the post-credit scene is for Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's awful. It's so stupid.
So stupid. I love it. Oh my god.
So
I won't
stupid.
say if you haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy, because I still have not, but that's still, like, really funny. And also, dude, you know what's getting a lot of attention lately is Daredevil on Netflix.
Yeah,
Apparently that's like the best show ever.
Really good. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
I don't have Netflix. I can't. I mean, I can, but I can't. Really wanted to go out and find it, but no, I haven't seen it. But apparently, it's really good, and I actually might seek it out at some point once I'm done catching up with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter.
Eventually.
Yeah, because they're apparently making more of these series for Netflix that are Marvel related. Because there's going to be like a Black Panther one, or no, Black Panther is going to show up in
They're doing a Black Panther movie.
He's actually going to show up in Civil War, I think.
They mentioned God, I can never remember the name of the place that Black Panther's from. I think it's Wakanda or something like that.
Wakanda.
Yeah, they slipped that into the Age of Ultron thing, and I was like, hey, I see what you're doing there.
Going to show up. So
yeah.
that I can't think of anything else to talk about with Ultron.
It was good.
It was good. I really liked it. It's on par with the first one. People are saying, like, which one's better?
There's a Captain Marvel movie going to be coming out in a few years.
Yeah.
It is Wakanda.
So, do you have a preference? Which movie was better? Or do you need to... What?
I was just going to say, like, do you think that there's too much Marvel going on? Like, do you think...
No.
I don't know. I'm just starting, just trying to make conversation.
I appreciate the superhero stuff that's not too gritty. I appreciate the fun superhero stuff.
Me too. Gritty stuff is boring.
I assume we're all gonna go see Fantastic Four when that comes out.
Yeah,
it's
actually
looks pretty
already
good.
Gonna be a lot better than the fucking first films, which are fucking shit. Don't even talk to me about the first. Fantastic Four.
I never watched them, but from what I understand, that's not.
Don't even talk to me about them because they're.
I'm not really interested in the Fantastic Four. It's just it seems like they're the last people who need a gritty reboot, but I don't know.
It didn't look particularly gritty. It looked.
It's gonna be a Marvel movie, so it's not gonna be like.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like.
Or it's not gonna be a DC movie. Sorry.
They're dark.
Yeah, I'll probably go see it because anything's better than the fucking first ones that they released. Anything's better than those, honestly. So I'll go see them.
I have a lot of faith in the Marvel cinematic stuff, so...
Yeah, I have a lot of faith in the people who are doing it now. Compared to, like, say...
Also, everybody should go see it to irritate the stupid fanboys that were mad that they made Johnny Storm black.
Okay.
People were
fucking
mad
deal with it.
That? Really?
Of course they got mad about that.
I didn't even know that they did that.
Yeah, I don't know the actor's name. I'm not really familiar with any of his other work, but yeah, people got pissed off that they made him black, and I was just like, well, Sue is white. Are they still brother and sister? And then I watched a trailer, and they're like my sister. I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they're still related anyway? Interesting.
Yeah, it's the same thing, only he's played by a black actor. Okay. Who cares then?
I'll go
related for some reason, but it's just stupid fanboys getting pissed off.
Yeah, I'll go see it. I'll probably go see it. I'll probably go see I'm gonna see Ant-Man.
And not because I'm totally racist. Yeah, that's it.
I want to see Ant-Man too. That looks fun.
Ant-Man looks fun, yeah.
And
It
plus, I
looks
Paul Rudd.
like just
I don't like Paul Rudd that much.
weird and stupid enough to like be pretty good. I don't know, because people were saying like Guardians of the Galaxy was gonna be like super dumb, and then it ended up being cool apparently. Have not seen the movie yet.
It was goofy, but really good. Like, it was slightly more on the goofy side than the other Marvel movies, I would say, or on the humor side.
Well, yeah,
but I love it.
Cooper's a talking raccoon.
It's good.
I'm gonna see it pretty. Like, I'll try to watch it pretty soon because I'm missing out on too many references to it to have not seen it. Yeah, it's Ant-Man, and then like Civil War I think is next, and I don't know what their schedule is right now because
they've listed it all already. They have like a whole schedule for the next several years.
I think Thor is next year, if I'm not mistaken. It's either next.
I think that might be 2017.
If it's 2017, I'll cry. Let me look it up.
I might be wrong. I don't know. So, who's been watching Game of Thrones?
Damn it! It is 2017. Damn. No, I can't wait till then. I don't know if I can, dude.
Oh God.
Survive.
We'll have to give her life support.
I don't know if just put me like in a coma until
weird,
it comes out.
It occurred to me after I watched Age of Ultron that like after the Avengers came out, I was like, can't wait that long for another Avengers movie, and now it's here, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, where the fuck did those Terriers go? Dear God, I'm getting old.
I say we put Greer on ice until either Ragnarok or the Avengers movie or that new stupid movie Thor's going to be in where we see his peen.
Yeah, that one. I probably actually won't see that movie.
Prosthetics.
I probably actually won't see that movie.
Prosthetics. It's not his real penis. I
know it's not real, but it's still there.
Also, we don't put Greer on ice because she has to suffer like the rest of us.
No, I don't get to get the Cap treatment. I don't get to be frozen on a block of ice under the ocean.
No, Captain America 70, you're not for you.
To be fair, I probably won't see that movie because it looks pretty bad. But, dude, it's still there. It's still fucking him without a shirt on and without any pants on, okay? So, I don't care.
Images of him without a shirt. You really don't need to go see a movie just to see him without a shirt.
I know, but I still enjoy it.
What I'm gonna do and just wait for the pictures or whatever.
Yeah.
I
love his American accent as well. So like that's like a big thing. As much as I love him as an Aussie. As much as I love that, I love when he does an American accent. For some reason. It's really cute.
So gorgeous.
He's so cute. Okay.
Be okay, Greer?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, Game of Thrones happened last night. Let's talk about that. We're done talking about Ultron. So.
I didn't watch it.
Really?
Read it all. You know it.
I woke up the day before at like 1 a.m. because I slept for ages that day. And then I stayed up, went to work, went out to eat from Mother's Day, went out to my grandmother's house for a little while, passed the fuck out until the morning. I was gone. Also, they've deviated so much from the books that I've just kind of been like, I'll watch it.
Well, alright, now we're getting into spoilers for Game of Thrones, so if you don't want to hear this, skip ahead. I might actually do people the favor of putting in annotations to skip ahead.
Bruce Willis was dead time.
Oh!
So, Jorah has grayscale, and that made me really sad because he keeps breaking my heart.
The grayscale.
What?
Oh, he doesn't get it?
Not that I recall. I need to reread the books because I'm seriously getting my continuity fucked up because of the show.
Well, him and Tyrion got attacked by stone men.
Oh, Jesus, they changed so much. I can't, correct it, because then they'll be ruining the books for you, so hurry up and finish the books.
Okay, I will.
Second book.
I'm still in Storm of Swords.
Stop doing everything in your entire life and read A Song of Ice and Fire. That is my
Hunger.
advice to everybody
I'm
ever.
still
that
reading Storm of Swords. I'm doing it. It's just slow.
Yeah, I'm not a fast reader.
It gives me so much agita.
I finished the first book in a month, but I'm still in the second one, and
The
I don't
point
know.
is, Jorah Mormont keeps breaking my fucking heart into itty bitty
Jorah
pieces.
Mormont is a creeper, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah, I
Jorah
kind of
Mormont
is.
is a wooby who needs love and is
No.
so cute.
He's not okay. He is basically fucking Peter Baelish to Dany. I mean, he's like in his 40s and
But
has
he's
a
not evil. He's like
supposed-
obviously a good guy. Like Peter Baelish is a.
He's still a dude, bro.
I don't
Girl.
care. He's super
Why
adorable.
doesn't she love me? Oh, she's so pretty and stuff.
Why doesn't
She's
Khaleesi
15.
love me? Why doesn't Khaleesi love me?
Because you're a piece of shit. Now shut the fuck up.
Dude, isn't that like Dario Naharis is kind of like I'm suspecting him of something.
Who?
Dario
Dario.
Naharis.
He's
Yeah.
hair, and that makes me sad.
He's kind of like I don't like him as much as I used to because he
He's
obviously.
not. I don't think he was ever like displayed as somebody you should trust.
Is he nefarious? Is
Well,
he
in the book,
trustworthy?
In the book,
Nobody's trustworthy. This is Game of Thrones.
I'm getting a bad feeling about Dario Naharis. I'm just saying.
doesn't he have like a blue beard?
I think his hair and his beard is blue. I don't remember.
That's nefarious from the start.
That's the culture that he's from.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus.
So, what else happened last night? I forget.
Dragons.
Dragons happened.
Dragons.
Dragons did happen because Tyrion saw a dragon and he was like, "What the fuck?"
I know that was
Holy
so
shit.
great. He's just like, oh my god, am I hallucinating?
Yes. By the way, I just looked it up. Dario is supposed to have blue hair and a blue beard.
Weird.
That's I can't remember what culture it is, but you know, colored hair is very popular where he's from.
Mm.
Wherever that is.
Oh,
I'm trying to.
Tyrosh, I believe.
What?
Yeah,
Tyrosh
yeah, that's
is one
where
of
he's
the
from.
free cities.
It was either that or like Pentos or something. I didn't remember.
It's he's Tyroshi.
Yeah.
So like,
I'm on the
how-
wiki.
And can I just say, with Oberyn's sister, his brother is totally right. By the way, like he died in a trial by combat.
Wait, his sister? I thought that was his wife.
His wife. I'm sorry. Yeah, his wife.
No, not his wife. It's his Pantamore. They weren't married.
Whatever the fuck she was. She was like, the Lannisters killed him, and his brother was like, well, it was a trial by combat. It was his own fault. And I'm like, he's right. He's totally 100% correct.
That's kind of thing with.
Well, he's also.
It's just like,
Just because he was likable, it doesn't mean like he got himself in a goddamn trial by combat and he died. That's
Well,
what
not
happens in a trial by combat.
Not even that. It was also his fault because like, it looked like he won, but he just kept like poking him and poking him and poking him. You know?
poke this here giant man. What could possibly go wrong?
You raped her,
Yeah, so that
you
was
killed her children.
His own dumbass fault. That was his own stupid fault.
Yeah,
Just saying.
yeah.
That
his
was a
wife
lot of
is-
pent up rage.
His fucking girlfriend is like crazy because his brother's completely correct.
Yeah.
Trial by combat. If you die in a trial by combat, that's your own fault. And he was even like, hey, I'll be in this trial by combat. No one forced him to do it. No one was like, you don't have to do this, Oberyn Martell. And Oberyn Martell was like, no, I want to fight the mountain.
Yeah.
And he
"Oh,
was
I
like, if
got
I
nothing to
die
say."
fighting the mountain, then, whatever. But, and then he died, and the wife or the girlfriend is all like, we should get the Lannisters back. And the brother is like, why?
Really supposed
This is
to
all
be
fucking
the daughters
fault.
that are the sand snakes are really supposed to be the one pushing for that.
Yeah,
Not
or
so
whatever.
much.
Like, yeah, no, she's like,
Have they introduced
they're getting more into that
any of the
next
daughters
episode.
yet?
They
What?
showed
Okay.
they showed them last week, but they didn't really do anything. They just
The
said
sand snakes?
Yeah,
the what?
they're a bunch
The
of
sand
girls, right?
snakes, the daughters of the Red Viper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they showed them,
girl.
but they didn't do much.
I'm excited to see
The
them.
preview showed them, so they're gonna be next episode.
Uh,
So
how weird was it like when like Sansa was having dinner with the Boltons and then like
that was the most awkward thing I've ever watched.
I know
Really having dinner with psychopaths?
dinner. She was having dinner with It's the scene where she's having dinner with Ramsay and Lord Bolton and the wife, and then Theon comes in because she had seen him earlier, and like Ramsay's, master of fucked up mind games. So he was like, Reek, why don't you apologize to Lady Sansa for murdering her brothers?
I know, it was so fucked up.
It was so awkward. I wanted it to end. Like, please end this.
I loved so much at the end. He was like, well, this has been awkward, wasn't it? And I'm just like, oh my god, you
And Sansa, props to Sophie Turner for giving, like, the greatest bitch face I've ever seen.
And then he was like, oh, we'll have him walk you down the aisle. It'll be great.
Yeah, Theon, fucking walk Sansa down the aisle.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my Jesus.
They really have changed a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Peter Baelish just is like, marry Ramsay Bolton because...
Well, again, I can't really discuss it because you haven't read the books and I don't want to ruin it. So let's just say it's different.
So far, it's like Peter Baelish said, you need to marry Ramsay Bolton because
you're a wimp.
So you can win the North and become Wardeness of the North if you marry Ramsay Bolton. And she's like, I really don't want to because Lord Bolton...
I can't imagine why.
Lord Bolton
it's
fucking
even
fucked
worse
up
when
my
you
brother.
Think about, like, Ramsay show versus books. He's so much worse in the books.
Oh,
good.
Jesus.
It only gets better from
I
getting
can't
better.
wait. Also, he's apparently like, if I'm gonna get it during the Steam Summer Sale, but apparently the Boltons are like a central part of the Game of Thrones Telltale game.
I hope all of the Boltons die.
They're scary. The Boltons are so scary. Not since Michael Bolton have we known such terror.
Oh, yeah. Truly.
There's gonna be more Arya storyline next week though, so that's something.
Yeah, I'm excited
yeah.
for that. Yeah.
With Jake and Hagar. I don't know what the fuck's going on over there, by the way. I'm really confused.
Jake and Hagar.
Jake and Hagar.
Oh.
I guess we'll find out next week.
Just insert anytime you say anything, me groaning and saying they changed a lot, because that's pretty much what's going to be going on the rest of this TV show.
Jake and Hagar.
Yeah, probably, but I'm still gonna like read the book and enjoy the show.
Yeah, I'll still enjoy both of them.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna be bitter.
I'm such a nerd that it's just irritating me that they've changed so much.
You're bitter.
Like,
You're like a bitter book reader.
I am that asshole. Like, there was a point...
You are that person.
There was a few years back where I don't think they have it anymore, but Think Geek just had a shirt that said the book was better, and my sister's like, I thought about buying that for you. Just like that's me in every situation. The book was better.
I think I can't think of like a movie or like based on a book that I've read that I was like, oh, well, one was better than the other. Mainly because I only see good ones. Like at least I try to. Like,
I think the only one, and this is just because I've had trouble focusing while reading Lord of the Rings. It's just like I prefer.
I just like I don't.
But I haven't.
I don't like nitpicking. Like, I don't know.
I do.
I have fun at stuff, and I'm like, this is fun.
I have fun at stuff with things.
I didn't nitpick about the Hunger Games movie because I liked the Hunger Games movie.
The Hunger Games is actually very, very good about staying close to the books.
Yeah. I didn't nitpick about Harry Potter because I like Harry
I
Potter.
couldn't because I didn't read the books until after. And then by the time I read all the books, I just stopped watching the movies, so. I was just like, I know what happens.
I've never been in that situation either where like the book or the movie was better because I feel like I feel like one isn't better than the other. There's just big differences sometimes. So it's just like it depends on how it's handled, I guess.
By the way, Heather, you did not. Okay, I was not told because I'm reading Star Wars Swords. I was not told because I've been on the despite what you say, I've been on the Dany Jorah train for like a while. Okay? And they do make out in the book.
Ew.
They do make out in the book. In fucking book 3, which could have happened in like season 3, I guess. They make out in the book, and I'm like, that didn't happen. That's awesome.
No, it's not, because she's a fucking teenager.
I don't care.
It's, oh my god.
Well, I mean, I think I'd rather have an innocent
a little bit of pedophilia. Who cares, right?
She looks older in the show, and he looks
I'd rather
much
have
younger.
It doesn't matter how old she looks.
I'd rather
Oh my god, I can't believe we were having that debate.
I would rather have a sweet kiss than repeated rape over and over from her first husband.
Well, they changed.
Drogo was so sweet.
See, the thing is, the entire universe of A Song of Ice and Fire, you gotta pick your fucking battles. As far as Drogo and Dany are concerned, yes, the age thing is bad, but she consented. In the first fucking time they had sex, on their wedding night, he kept saying no because he was asking for permission. They didn't do that as much in the show. It is clearly drawn out that she wanted to be with him when they had sex on their wedding night. She consented.
That is true.
They didn't do that in the show.
Me, I'm sorry.
It just that aggravates me so much because it just seems like flat out rape in the fucking show, and that it's just not okay.
It does seem like rape on the show. It really does.
They really made it like, oh my god, he's raping her every time they have sex. Like, no, she consents the first time, and then there's another scene in the books where the reason she's like crying during sex is because she has incredibly bad saddle sores.
I read that in the book. Yeah. She's like,
and I'm just like, yeah. It's like, why did the show have to make it seem so much worse?
You know what else?
She loved Drogo.
I wish that, like, now that I finished the first book, I wish that, like, in the show, he gets that cut, and then, like, they have the witch cure him, but then, like, make him all comatose. In the show...
Well, he gets infection, yeah.
Yeah, in the show, they made it look like just some kind of scratch, but in the book, it's so much worse. They say like his nipple is barely hanging off his skin. And I'm like, well, why couldn't they have done it that way and make the wound actually seem more, like, bad?
I don't understand a lot of
It's
HBO's
like a
logic
cut.
and shit they change.
Yeah.
Like, some of it I get, like, taking smaller characters and, like, putting what happens to them into bigger characters just for the sake of TV, making it easier to, keep track of all the people in it. And, I get that. But some of it is just stupid changes.
Already, I know a lot of people who, like, are interested in watching the show because they're like, there's too many characters. Like, there's already too many characters.
It is really
you can't just throw in random characters that George R. R. Martin throws in his books because it's even harder to keep up with the books. Goddamn George, stop!
It really is.
That's why I want to reread them because there are points where I'm just like, wait a minute, who did what and what happened? What?
I know it's like the Star Wars universe where even background characters have like full histories.
Yeah.
It's
That's how I like it.
Well, no, I like it too. It's just it can be hard to keep up with. It really
it can be, especially if you're not like super into it. Like
it's like a history class.
Like maybe somebody that was just yelling about Drogo and Dany.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, that was talking about me.
Oh.
I think we've established that I am a jerk.
Oh, dude, I like Drogo and Dany. I don't know why I like Jorah and Dany. I don't know. Okay, don't judge me. They look younger in the show, okay? And that's how I picture it in my brain when I'm reading
Everybody looks younger and better in the show. Duh.
Jorah, that actor does not look 45, and she is not 16.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
They also,
Whoever plays Ian Glenn. I don't even think Ian Glenn is that close to 45. I don't even know.
I don't know either.
Me neither.
So I think we should just call this that Jorah's a creep.
Never mind. Ian Glenn is 53.
Oh.
He looks young, though. He looks pretty young.
He looks Hollywood 53.
Yeah.
Which is like 20. Good times all around.
Yep.
This started out about Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Yep.
What else was I know there was like another topic I wanted to talk about, but I don't.
Oh, I know what you guys are going to talk about. I keep trying to get them to come to MagFest, but I think the only reason you're coming this time is because Markiplier might be there.
No, I wanted to come to see the Grumps.
Oh, no, I've been wanting to come for years. I just now finally have a stable fucking job.
Yeah.
No,
I'm actually making money, and my parents are like, yeah, save up.
I really wanted to come to see the Grumps. Like, now that I've been watching the Grumps.
Dude, like, they're confirmed. They can go every year.
I think
So, like, if you go, you're gonna see Dany.
I want to see Dany. Yay, Dany.
we'll have to pick her up off the floor.
And Barry.
Danny's a twig. I don't think he could pick me up.
No, we have to pick you up.
Oh, I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I'm pretty sure I'd break him.
Oh, dear.
Like, it's just fine. Just
No, because I tweeted, okay,
So much.
yesterday I tweeted at MagFest, and I said, you better be working on getting Markiplier to MagFest. And they said, we'll consider it. And I'm like, oh. So that's a sign if you're going to MagFest.
Well, at least on MagFest then, that doesn't say that he'll have time.
I do like that MagFest is becoming more and more of a bigger convention.
Because
it deserves it, because it's awesome.
I want to see Jacksepticeye.
Septiceye.
He's going to PAX Prime, I think.
By the way, PAX Prime tickets sold out in like 30 minutes.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Record time, again, which is expected. If you want to go to PAX Prime, you have to be awake at midnight and refreshing the ticket page over and over again, just like thousands of other people are doing at the same time as you.
Oh my
And
god.
the website overloads and you don't get in time.
That's intense.
Now, as much as I want to see them, I don't think I'd like to be like, I don't think I'd like a con that's that huge. It's like, because you're not going to get near anybody, and if you did, you're going to have like 3 seconds to say hi, and then that's it. It's
Yeah,
just
don't
like,
ever go to New York
one of
Comic.
those huge ones.
Don't go to any of the Comic-Cons then.
Yeah. I'd want to go to at least one Comic-Con just for the experience.
I do too, just to see if I could find any, because they say like there are celebrities that go there in cosplay, and you can't figure out.
Yeah, like Daniel Radcliffe went one year.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Like, what if I ran into Harry Potter?
Oh my god, you look so much like Harry Potter. What a great thing. No, I think he dressed up as
Boba Fett this year, so I saw the picture.
Oh, okay. I was thinking the one before that. The first one he went to where he like dressed up and...
Yeah, Spider-Man. I saw that too, though.
Oh, it was Spider-Man. Okay.
I think
Andrew
so.
Garfield went as Spider-Man one year, which was weird.
Of course he did.
I love the
Spider-Man
stories
went
where
as
they're
Spider-Man.
like, they dress up as, and then somebody's like, you're too short to be Spider-Man. At that point, I would just pull the mask off and be like, really?
And watch them shit their pants.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully we'll go to MagFest.
I'm gonna make a concerted effort because I have a job now, and I'm in a place where there's a job market now, and I can actually have jobs. So
Hey, job.
work, money. I do have my first order of business before that, because they changed the MagFest dates, by the way. It's not January anymore. It's in February. So I'm guessing, it's February 18th, I think now.
Oh,
so
wow.
it doesn't clash with PAX South anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because last year it was at the same time as PAX South, and I know there were a lot of people that were had to choose which one they wanted to go to.
Interesting.
Because I know a lot of people that couldn't go to MagFest or PAX South because they had like an obligation to one or the other beforehand.
Yeah.
So they're doing it so that it doesn't clash with that, because PAX South was a first year convention, but it was still PAX, and it was still like, it had a ton of people at it. Also, it rooms up people who normally would went to PAX South, like Mark, so he couldn't go to MagFest. Even if they had invited him, he wouldn't have been able to because PAX South got to him first.
I feel like it's progressively more likely for him to eventually go to a MagFest just because of how close he is with the Grubs now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like, even
I
they're
love
like,
it when
yeah,
my
MagFest is
senpai
super
are
cool.
friendly.
Everyone should go. And I'm like, yeah, it is super fucking cool, man.
MagFest is fun.
I've never been. Yeah, I've only been to small.
We could.
I want to go to Rhode Island Comic Con, even though it was a catastrophe last year.
What happened?
They oversold tickets, and basically the con filled up, and people weren't leaving, so people couldn't get in, and people didn't get to go when they bought tickets, and they fucked up. But they have a bigger venue this year. But that was where I met Richard Horvitz and Ricky and Tavish just signed. And
awesome.
And they're so nice. But Ron Perlman and Doug Jones are going to be there this year, and I really want to go.
Ron Perlman?
Cool.
Yeah, Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman's awesome.
Yeah.
He seems like such a
Doug Jones seems like he's a really, really nice guy, too. I want to meet him.
Aw.
So I'm going to make my sister go. Yay!
Yeah, I really want to know who else is gonna, because now they're gonna start to look at guests and post them online, and that'll just make me want to go even more. Hopefully, I'd love to see if they would, because Rebecca Sugar was there last year. I'd want to see if they'd invite her again.
I want to meet Rebecca Sugar. She's my hero. She made my Steven universe.
Aw.
Other things Heather is incredibly obsessed with.
Yeah.
Steven Universe.
I know it's your Skype picture now.
Lion.
And I didn't even know what the hell it was.
It's a cat.
I'm talking to these two on Skype, and their pictures are like this lion thing, which I didn't know what the fuck it was, and Gonzo with human eyes. It's all
Gonzo
very,
with Steve Buscemi eyes.
very scary stuff. And I'm just sitting here as the wild pig trying to process all this shit. You guys are
Oh, by the way, apparently the guy that did the voice for Mario, Luigi, Waluigi, and
Charles Martinet?
yeah, he's gonna be at Rhode Island Comic Con.
I
Everybody
love
come to
Charles
Rhode
Martinet.
Island.
I love Charles Martinet.
It's in November. You should come to Rhode Island
road trip.
because there's never anything else in Rhode Island. No.
Well, Dave's up in Rhode Island. You could say hi to him.
Hello, Dave. He's gonna show up at your house. Hey, how's it going?
Hi, Zenith. What's up?
Yeah, Charles Martinet is a super cool guy. Charles Martinet, okay, he's super into, like, him as Mario, like...
Yeah, I've noticed that.
He does, like, vines of him just doing the Mario voice.
Really? Mario.
Wow.
I'm like, you're so cool.
He's a good sport, it sounds like.
Yeah.
I was better at that than being so fucking annoyed with, like, don't fucking ask me to say Mario.
Yeah.
If I was a voice actor, I'd just say stuff all the time.
I would, or voice
You want me
actor,
to say a thing?
I
I will say all the things.
I will.
All the things.
Pretty much just noticing me will make me like you. That's it.
Aw.
I have very
We'll
little.
hang out at MagFest.
My
Ultimate
days.
goal for MagFest, my ultimate goal is saving up enough money to stay in the hotel. Because that would be really convenient. And,
Accepting your mission and good luck.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough...
Just near is not like the across nearish is fine with me.
Yeah, if not that, because I would still have to
Walking
look up prices.
distance.
I know it's super expensive. I know, okay?
okay.
Even
Maybe we
though
Split a room.
we could do across the street, because I know at the... Pro tip, by the way, at the Gaylord Hotel, you do have to pay per day to park in their parking garage.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's not.
So I don't know about the hotels across the street. There is a more normal-looking hotel, like,
Normal.
directly across the street from the Gaylord, so...
Yeah, we usually just go to a Comfort Inn or something, and then when we park, we find one of their parking garages and just do that.
Mhm.
And a lot cheaper.
My main goal is just being able to fucking go.
Yay!
I'm not picky.
I will take a plane this time, though. I can't do a train anymore.
Oh god,
can't do
I
it.
took
I
a
can't
train
do it.
to fucking Chicago once. That was a nightmare. I'm never going on a train again. Ugh. It's just ugh. Just
So
hey.
I think we've talked sufficiently. We should wrap this up now.
I think so too. This was fun.
This should be called In Which Heather Rages.
And it's when Heather rages and we do Game of Thrones and Ultron spoilers.
Spoiler.
Oh, I have one more question. Was anybody else kind of maybe annoyed, I guess, with all of the Pinocchio references?
I thought it was
No.
creepy, so no.
I think it was effectively creepy and it was supposed to be creepy, but I was just like, yes, it's owned by Disney. Disney,
Yeah.
we forget about you. It's okay.
That didn't creep me out at all. I thought it was just them being like a blatant cash cow. And it's like, yes, we know you're Disney.
Nah, I thought it was
one cares.
effective.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that until afterwards. Like, oh, you know what? They wouldn't have been
see
able
what
to
you
do
did there.
that before.
Well, no, it bothered me because that was what they were doing in the trailers. They were having these like pretentious trailers where they had the creepy music and then like just flashes of shit. And I'm like, really, guys?
I mean,
I like it when
I
they take
didn't
kid
even-
stuff and make it creepy. I like spoiling people's childhood.
No, I do too, but I just didn't like it.
No.
It-
No, I
I
didn't even realize that they could do that because they're owned by Disney now. Like, I didn't even realize that.
I figured it was just Disney trying to
Yeah, I figured that's
sneak
why
their
they-
shit in there.
Like, we're Disney
Yeah.
now. We can do everything. Ha ha ha. I don't know.
Disney owns all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Disney owns this podcast probably.
If only. You know how much money we'd be getting?
That would be pretty sweet. All right, well, audience, go see Age of Ultron because it's fun.
You know, if you're still listening and haven't seen it, you already
Yeah.
know what happens, so fuck it.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry.
Not caring about spoilers. Good job on you. Well, bye.
Bye.
Go like us on Facebook and stuff. We're there. We're there
Also
sometimes.
subscribe.
We
Like,
do
comment,
Yeah.
stuff and things.
Subscribe. Bye.
Ciao.